Good evening, peeps, and welcome to another Thursday night preview on DVD. I know you're probably thinking this is not the usual handsome face we see, but don't worry. I've got you. I'm telling you, tonight we're in for a pulse wrestling match between Arsenal and Manchester United. Tell me, boys, are you ready? Viewers, are you ready? Please, guys, remember, leave your thoughts in your comments, and as well, remember to like the thing, share the thing, and subscribe to the thing. But I don't want to hold you up any further. I'm gonna bring your DVD. Devin, my man, talk to me. What's up, Devin? You're on mute. Let me just fix this quick. Devin, you're on mute on that side.
How's it, Davinno? Sorry, my bad. That was an awesome intro, my brother. I think I should have you
There
doing
we go.
these
There we
things.
go. Shot, man. How you doing, man?
I'm well, my guy. I'm well. Thanks for hosting this one, actually. I think you do a much better job than what I can actually do it with that intro.
Oh my word! I can only dream of it, man. I'm telling you, if I take my sweater now, you'll see all the sweat and the nerves. Yeah, but no, we in for a treat tonight. I'm sure we're in for a treat tonight. I just want to tell everyone, Davinno's at the wheel, so it's gonna be a bumpy ride. Just stay tuned. I'm just gonna introduce you next. Your partner, your compatriot, Faba. Talk to me.
Yo, Davinno. Yo, boys.
Yo, what's up?
Always good, boys.
Shot, man. Good to see you. Are you ready for tonight?
I'm ready. Came prepared.
As always, eh? I'm telling you, you're in for a treat tonight, eh? Because look, we've got the main man here tonight. He goes by the name of Big Dale. He's representing the Red Boys of Manchester. Dale, what's up?
What's happening, guys? What's happening? First, I want to say, if Nerves was a person, it's Devin as well as Fabian. You guys look nervous. You look super nervous. But David boy, thank you very much for hosting us, my man.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job so far. Can't wait for the content tonight.
Man.
But let's have it, my man.
Shot, man. And then we have the guy that's partnering Dale tonight. It's none other than Coleridge.
Straight out the sofa.
King Baller.
Let's just give him some moment to come in there.
But you know he's live.
Nothing or something.
Yo.
What's up, Coleridge? What's up? How are you feeling,
I
man?
froze up there for a moment. How you guys doing?
All right, man.
Good,
We're glad you can join us tonight.
Well, welcome to the Worrying FC talk.
No, sure, man. I don't want to keep you guys up. I just want to know, man. Just talk to me a little bit about your matches this week, man. The match.
Dev is muted.
You're
muted, bro.
Himself now by accident.
You muted yourself, bro.
I don't think he realized.
Yeah,
very
when Baller starting now with this disconnecting, it means I'm going up against the two of you alone.
That Coleridge is leaving us.
Yeah, you on mute, Dev. You didn't get your question.
That's why.
We can't seem to hear you, Devin.
Can you hear us, Devin? Can you hear us? Devin, can you hear
I
us?
didn't even start properly yet and I'm having sound problems, guys. I can't hear you properly.
Don't worry, we will get there as the night goes on. Devin, talk to me. What do you make of your match? against
Which
Southampton.
one, David? The Southampton one. Okay. Look, it was a shaky start. First and foremost, I was happy with the lineup that I saw. For once, Porter came back in, Smith Rowe, Saka. I had my fair share of what I had to say about Teta with his squad selection over the weekend. To be honest with you, once we went 1-0 behind, I didn't actually worry because of the football that we played. Happy we got the result. Like I said, the only worrying factor now is Smith Rowe and Porter that went off injured. I hope it's only precautionary. I'm sure it was only precautionary as well. Look, first and foremost, one thing I want to say is big up Aubameyang. We're with you. Whatever it is that Oba is going through, we heard yesterday was his mom. There was a lot of stories going around, but we are with the captain. He can take time off. He's not going to be needed for this weekend because it's only Manchester United. But we move.
Sure, man. Fabian, what is your thoughts?
Look, I agree with what Devin says. Southampton game off a rocky start. We saw a little bit of that Pepe that we kind of spent big on. I think what he really needed was someone that actually backed him. Like, he had always Hector behind him, and Hector's always been suspect. And playing with Cedric, you actually at least saw him more comfortable. Overall, the game, Southampton had their chances, but some massive saves by Burnt also over there. And like I said, like Devin also said, with Partey and Smith being taken off, it's just precautionary. I know we can rest him. It's not a big game the weekend, anyways. But it's good for us.
Sure, man. Dale, talk to me, man.
What do you have to say, big man? Let's hear
what
what
do you
you
make of
got.
United's performance against Sheffield?
What do you got? You still talk.
Last night was. What you say, Devin?
Are you still top of the log?
We're second for now. What a nice feeling to be top of the log. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal experience at every beginning of the season, but then they drop like a tea bag to who knows where. But what we do
Nice
is what we done. What we sorry, what did you say there, Faba?
I said nice title defense there from your Jan period.
I don't know if you guys can hear Faba. You're so down on the log, but okay. Let me continue. Let the big dogs talk. So at the end of the day, last night's game was one to forget. It was one to forget. Very, very poor performance. But I also realized that that's the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? It's the home of shocking results, and I'm not actually too concerned about that result. You know what I'm saying? It was the guys were poor. The guys were poor. Everybody was sluggish, and although we dominated the game like in every division, but goals at the end of the day wins games. You know. Win loss. I saw Maguire on the scoreboard, and that just shows you, if Maguire's on the scoreboard, then that sums the night up. But shocking result. But I'm not too concerned about that. I'm going for my record. I'm going for my record away win this weekend, and it's the Emirates. It's a party, you know. It's a party this weekend.
Oh, that's a statement.
We'll get back to that.
Tell me, I would have liked to hear Cole's thoughts now as well, but seeing that we're on
I'll
United
speak on
topic
behalf
now,
of
you're gonna tell me what Cole thinks also.
Okay.
I can't speak in his thick voice, but I'm pretty sure he'll feel the same way about me. But when he gets back, let him speak his mind.
Yeah. Tell me, Dale, do you think if I look at United's form, the last 5 games, they have a defeat now, a win, a draw, and then 2 wins. Bruno Fernandes hasn't scored in 4 or assisted in the last 4 Premier League games. Do you think that's a concern or worrying factor?
I don't think it's a concern. You know what I'm saying? It's 4 games out of 27 other games where he performed week in, week out. I'm happy that topic came up though, because it is maybe something for him to look into, for us to look into. But playing every single game, almost like 95% of the matches, you're gonna get those games where he's not gonna perform. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, he's not your Nicolas Pepe, where he goes on holiday and he scores one goal and it's like, oh, he's back and he has Cedric behind him and stuff like. We don't make excuses like that here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He performs day in, day out. Devin, you can take a step there, my guy. I know it's very hard to swallow. But yeah, it's not too worrying for me. He's look what happened with Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? We could bring him on. What a beauty that he scored. But I think after last night's game, it's an eye opener. And that's what happens when you become complacent and you're on top of the log and you think, okay, it's just Sheffield United and poof, there we go, and we get humbled and stuff like that. Shot Graham. But I think give him last night he should have actually arrested. But I think I won't be concerned too much. But if it continues in the next game or two, then it's going to be a cause of concern. But right now, David, to answer your question, I'm not too concerned about Bruno.
Okay. Tell me, Devin or Fabian, what do you guys think is seeing that United's current form I can say that Bruno has played brilliant and he's contributed ever since he signed. But now that he's taken a dip, Pogba seems to be stepping up. What do you think Arsenal can do to stop United?
We have a nickname for him. It's called an octopus. He's done it last time at Trafford, where Fred was running around. So I don't think much of a Bruno if I have an octopus in my midfield.
Okay. Devin, what do you think?
My thoughts, first and foremost, let's get on to this. Let's take this FA Cup out of the thing because some people have told me FA Cup is a small trophy. In the league, Bruno in the big games, he's bottled. He's only got one penalty in 6 games against the big 6, so that's it. As for Pogba wants to perform now. He's been there for 4 years. He's done nothing. Don't care about him. And like Fabo said, Partey pocketed him. We always pocket United. United last won at the Emirates when Jesse Lingard tried to play football. So if I was there, I wouldn't get too excited. You're getting pammed this weekend. Sheffield United.
Not try to play football, David. Not try to play football.
Let me land.
Not try to play football. Try to do the moonwalk at the Emirates.
Let me land. Last time they wanted they played at the Emirates. Last time they wanted the Emirates, Jesse Lingard tried to play football. So I don't even care what he's saying.
The moonwalk after the goal that he scored.
And when was that? How many years ago was that? Remind me.
I think it was was it Jan 2019?
Yeah,
2019?
Is that too far? To tell you everything. Don't even get. We were the last team to win them before Sheffield United, Devon, and Saturday won't be any different. They're getting pammed. Don't care about Bruno. Don't care about
Martial. Let me remind you guys. You talk about penalties. Aubameyang beat us by a penalty. So it wasn't like where it's all glorified Arsenal that knocked us out of the park. We're talking about United that's coming with a massive away record. You know what I'm saying?
Don't care.
So if I was Arsenal, of course you're not gonna care. But what I'm telling you is, be afraid, my man. Be afraid.
Of what?
Ooh.
That's 5 and 6 that you just had now recently. That's 5 and 6. I remember checking now before it gets worse. Now we're all guns and roses.
No,
my God. I remember those things.
I still remember what I said.
Let's guy be humble. Let's not turn back the road here with United.
We
humble yourself. Humble yourself. Humble yourself.
Come on, Jim.
How long will we fall it out, eh? How long will we fall it out?
Top of the Prem. Talk to me when you're at the top of the Prem, my man. Talk to me when you're 1, 2, 3, or 4th. Don't come here floating here.
If I may.
Arsenal's motto this season is every day above ground is a great day.
If I may, I don't know what philosophical fortune cookie bullshit is on, but if I may, Devin, can you remember when United were a great team? United fans always used to tell you, we don't care who's top in January, we worry about in May who's top.
Yes.
Why is the team now different all of a sudden?
Woo! Have you seen how they came out?
What excuse? What
The
excuse?
cracks that came
No,
out.
no,
What
I'm not worried
excuse?
with you. No,
What
I'm not worried with
excuse?
you, Cole.
We
You were the
moved
one
first
person.
What
time. We made
excuse?
it. We made it.
I didn't come to you, Cole. I'm not worried with you. You were the one person who wasn't guest. It's big deal here at my bottom right. That's been bothering me this past 2 weeks.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault, my man. It's not my fault.
No, no, no. I want the same
United.
energy that you
Lady
showed me the
United,
past
don't
2
blame
weeks.
me.
I want the
Don't
exact same
blame me.
energy.
It's all about the son. It's all about that. Mwah.
2 months
You
ago,
guys,
we were
man.
ready to burn
You
Twitter.
that bad rap for Saturday.
2
My
months
man,
ago, we were
my
ready to
man,
burn
we are
Twitter.
title contenders. We are
For
title
what?
contenders. What you
You
fighting
title
for?
pretenders.
What you
You
fighting
title
for?
pretenders. What are
2
you fighting
months
for?
ago.
What you fighting for?
What are you
Let-
fighting for?
let
You're
me-
not fighting
You
for the
standing in
title.
a long line. We're standing in a long line. The time to get to you, they're only gonna give you peanut butter and bread with milkshake. That's all you're getting this season.
You get your little
That's
nice
all you
salad
get
then
in
it's,
this
when it's
season.
molded. It's old. You get nothing. Walking
No,
around
sir.
and stuff with
No,
a nice
sir.
salad.
Doesn't work like
Guys,
that, son.
guys,
Allow it.
It doesn't work like
I
that.
like, I like it, guys.
It
I
doesn't
like
work.
it. I like it.
This weekend,
That's
this
love.
Who came
weekend,
second
I'm gonna
7
put
years
this
ago?
to your lips. I'm gonna put
So,
the lips.
guys,
Don't talk about
guys, we still got
7 years ago. Sorry, David.
This is the
Go
same
ahead.
point you
Sorry,
make.
sorry.
We are
We
second.
still-
Nobody remembers who came second. This is your
My
exact
still
point
got
you're
it.
man
making.
only remembers who came second. Like, what are you doing in 10th? What are you doing there? What are you
Oi.
doing there?
Kevin,
How long ago was that you? Was that
Don't
last
stop
year? The
saying
year
that
before
last
you were
What
doing
are
that?
you doing
The
there?
year
Don't
before?
follow
What
me
are
last
you
comment,
doing there in
actually.
2
mid-table?
years ago, where were you
Don't follow me last
finishing?
What are
comment
you
there.
doing in mid-table? Why are you guys there? What are you doing there? You're not allowed to be there.
2
allowed
months
to
ago,
be
we
there.
had a different tone.
What are you
Yeah,
doing there in
and people
mid-table?
being second. Two
What are you
months
doing in
ago, I was
mid-table?
hearing Ole has to be sacked. Now all of a
My
sudden,
man.
Ole is the god. Ole is
Times
the
have
prototype
changed, son.
Ferguson needed.
Times have
Never.
changed. Same like
Yeah.
I see posts sack
Out
him now
of your
before it gets
cracks,
worse.
you guys
Now we're all
crying.
confident we're gonna beat United. Mm-mm.
No,
No,
guys,
you.
tell me.
Tell,
Tell me.
tell,
Cole,
tell.
I have
2
a
months
question.
ago.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Sorry, I have a
listening to you,
question.
Devin. I'm listening
Cole,
to
can
you.
I bring you in? Cole, can I bring you in? Tell me,
I'm
based
coming
on
back
what
in
Dale
Dutch.
and Fabian, based on what Fabian and Devin is talking about, and Fabian and Dale is talking about, I know a couple of weeks back, United weren't in a good space with their manager, and Arsenal as well before they got this current form going. I mean, I was one of them who said Arteta out. You know, but what do you make of the current form of the two teams?
Wow.
Man, like I told Devi a while ago, like we always knew Oli had the dressing room. Oli had the dressing room.
Mm.
Why are you saying you? Anyway, Oli had the dressing room. And those boys were fighting for Oli because we knew the possibility of him getting the sack was there. And we came out in that Everton game and we made fire. And the possibility of the sack was there for Arteta versus Chelsea. And they came out in that Chelsea game and they started making fire. And I just think it's the players doing the turnaround for the managers in this regard.
Yeah. I agree.
That's
with
what
you.
I make of
agree.
it.
I see there's a difference.
That's why I always used to
I
say
see
you
there's a
can't blame
difference.
the manager alone. Yes, the manager does get a lot of mistake. But you can also see the difference in the players themselves. You know, it's still the same system, it's still the same formation. It's just the players, they're putting more effort into it. They have more a grit about them. You know, they have a spirit about them.
Yeah.
Especially going forward,
true,
like you know, both our defenses are shit. At the end of the day, come this weekend, we might have to see who outscores who.
Facts.
True. Devin,
Yeah, but
what
that's
do you
just my
think
nutshell.
about
I don't
Arteta
like
now?
all this screaming because it's gonna get us nowhere at the end of the day, guys. We know where you are. We know where we are.
I like it. I like it. But what I'll do is I'll open up the floor, then you guys can have a go at each other. It's no problem. I love it. But tell me, Devin, what I know you were also strong against against with Arteta that he needs to go out and so on. But what do you think of it now and so on? Do you think there's, because I see a difference in the attitude of the players and seeing that they want to play now for him. But the league is unpredictable. But based on the current form that we're in, what do you make of it now? Is there a change of heart or you sticking by your guns?
I stick by my guns, Devin. Personally, let me start with the weekend over against Southampton. I stand by my guns. Firstly, he's still out of his depth because look at where we're laying. Like Dale, one thing what Dale said, the fact was, look where we are laying on the log. That was the only trophy that we could have possibly won. In fact, it was the only trophy that gave him credit in the bank, and he disrespected by making as many changes as he did. So I stand by what I said. As for the turn in form, he stumbled upon it when William the Bush got injured. So him bringing in Smith Rowe and Saka, look, Saka was playing, but Smith Rowe coming into that team, his hand was forced basically for me. The same with Martinelli. I'm not too gassed by it because we could talk about, yes, we're gonna win United, bragging rights, but if you look at the last time we won United, we beat United, also coming off a bad run of form. United in a good way. If you had asked, if you had told me that United were going to go on a massive run of form and we were going to end up in 15th at one point, I would have said you smoking ferns. But the fact of the matter is this consistency is what's going to play the most thing, especially in this unpredictable league, in my opinion. Winning United is not the be-all and end-all, even because even after that, we still have Aston Villa, we've got Wolves, we've got Leicester, we've got Manchester City, we've got Benfica, home and away. That's 9 games in February. So for me, I still stand Arteta out. But I will give him chance. I'll give him chance until the end of the season. It's just dejecting for me because when you are the champion of the FA Cup, you come out here, you say, and I was the one that said, the hands of my cup, get your filthy paws of my cup, and you put on a fucking disgusting performance like that and you lay out that team. I can't really back it up by having a 4th round exit. As champions, you should defend your title. So for me, he's still on my shit list, and nothing's going to change it as of now. Although, should we get past that run of games that I told you in February, I'll ask me that question again. Maybe my mind will change. The issue that I've got is a manager learning on the job. And, I mean, the fact that we are sitting here, the 4 of us are sitting here, besides yourself now, Devin, I'm not referring to you in this. Yeah. Your board is totally different. But your board wants to win as Liverpool, and the same with Chelsea, which is why I respect Chelsea for pulling the plug that they did. Look, you could say United are showing loyalty to Ole, but the fact of the matter is that the numbers don't lie. They've been knocked out the 4 semi-finals. They have no trophies to their name, and that, like Fabian actually said in one of his previous comments, is on football about winning trophies. So I don't know if we're going to win the Europa. I don't think we're going to win the Europa. He's obviously stuck out his chest, and he said, look, maybe he thinks we can do something in the league, but winning United on Sunday, there's bigger fish to fry even coming after that, because Villa pammed us, Wolves pammed us, Leicester pammed us, Man City outclassed us. Benfica have won 25 of their home games this season. They joined 2nd in their league. So you tell me what's going to happen. I'll make my decision. I would say in March we can have the discussion again and ask me that question again. Then we'll see. Maybe my answer is different, but for now I'm still Arteta out.
Okay. No. Dale, tell me.
Yo.
We've seen Lampard get the sack, and still going on with this topic. And we're heading now into the business end of the season. What is your thoughts and hopes for Ole?
Look, with Ole and with the Manchester United coach, it's always gonna be a roller coaster of emotions. But for me, I look at the thing, and Devin mentioned in that 4 semi-finals and we got knocked out. That was 4 semi-finals reached. You understand? There needs to be a turning point where we can make it past that semi-final point. So I look at it, and a lot of people say bottlers made it to semi-finals but got knocked out. I say we made it to those semi-finals. You understand? So now we know the next point is to get further. So with me and I'm going to speak on myself, for me and Ole, as an understanding, whereas look at our run of games. That we go unbeaten. And let's talk about last season. And when he had his first run of games, it was 11 games unbeaten. Where did it get us? It got us to 4th spot. Last season, we got into the semi-final spots. So now, if I look at the improvement, I feel that Ole is showing improvement. But what a lot of other people find fault in Ole is that, okay, that's the stop sign for United. Semi-final stop sign. What more can you show? And with United, yes, it's all about winning trophies. That is, it's United first need to win one trophy before we can talk about many trophies. You understand what I'm saying? So our last trophy was Europa with Jose. Nothing after that.
Yeah.
But I see that there is improvement going forward where we say we made it to semi-finals, we made it to top of the log. And when the reason why United fans are going on and all over social media, it's been the first time in January since 2012, 2013. So when we're going like that, it's because there is improvement that is shown. 20 games, 2019, 2020 compared to 2021, we were sixth last season. We now second on the log. So, and there's a 15-point difference. So there is improvement. I'm going to back Ole. It's a roller coaster emotions, and when you win, you are happy. When you lose, you are sad, and that's how it happens. But I'm happy that the wins are more than losses in the season, and that for me, that's an up for Ole. I'm gonna stick with him.
And more than draws.
Eh?
Well,
And more than draws.
And more than draws. So I see improvement. Call him PE, the PT coach, call him whatever, call him this and that. But stats don't lie, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna back him, man.
Yeah, no, sure. So we've got the backing of Ole from your side, Devin sticking to his guns. Fabian, tell me. Here we have a comment that says, who should replace Arteta if he was to go?
Allegri. I've been a massive fan of Allegri. Since he left Juve, when we had the opportunity to sign Allegri, it was the perfect time to get into Arsenal. We were just coming through our transitional phase where Wenger was stepping down. He would have been the perfect coach. You know, it's also a big thing as well, is that a lot of players, they put respect on their coach. So if you bring an inexperienced coach to your team, the players will show how they play and how they treat the inexperienced coach. Zidane came to Madrid as a legend. You don't step up to Zidane. Ronnie couldn't step up to Zidane, and Ronnie was there. Sergio couldn't step up because they know what Zidane brought to Madrid. Now you get Arteta. Bellerin is more honest to his name than what Arteta had. So it's the same. Yeah, you don't respect such a coach. There's like a little bit of respect, but nah, I'm not gonna fully like. If this coach must raise his voice at me, I'm gonna be like, "Hoe gaan ze so aan, man, broodsie?" For what? That's where the whole Ozil thing also came into it as well. Ozil didn't respect Arteta. You could see he was from playing days, and you could see Arteta took it very personal. It showed. That time, right before the whole entire second of Ozil came in, Ozil was one of the most consistent players for Arteta. He's been performing. And then out of the blue, we use the excuse of China. That is why Ozil's now being dropped in everything. And then all of a sudden, because of footballing reasons, he had to be. But okay, obviously the Ozil saga's done now, but this is some of the examples I'm making. Like Cole also said, once you lose the dressing room, it's all over for you over there. A lot has changed, but like Devin also says, I don't at all feel Arteta's the right man. He can't bring you the signings that you need. Like if you get a high-profile player, they're gonna think of, can coach actually take me further? Now you compare that with an Allegri that has that Juventus odds and everything. He can pretty much handpick any player he wants. But it's not the same for Arteta. Arteta doesn't have that luxury. And I feel it's a little bit similar with Ole. People are a bit hesitant at times. Look, Bruno is good, but Bruno was making small waves that time he was there still by Sporting. He wasn't as he is now yet at United. But before that, like look at the Sanchos, all your big name signs you guys initially wanted to get. A lot of them were hesitant. And a lot, like I said, a lot of that got to do with the coach as well.
Speaking about change, Coleridge, tell me, January window is about to close. Do you think United need to add any players to the squad that could bring a difference? Who is there that they can get, if they can get somebody, or if they want to?
Look, at the end of the day, we need to bring in players. We've been saying we need centre back, CDM, right winger, someone to create. We know we got the Diallo in now. He's not in the first team yet, but we need that winger to create because Rashford, Martial, Greenwood. If you play them on the worst, the only thing they're going to do is come in and shoot. They're not going to look for that pass first time. They're first going to look to get their shot off at the end of the day, and it kills our game. But just to answer your question, I don't really think we're gonna make any transfers. If we do, I would really love holding more than a centre back because I just feel that Matic not good enough. Fred McTominay not holding players at all. And we need someone to release Paul. Because at the end of the day, playing with the slow defense, we're defending deep. That means it's slower to get up the pitch at the end of the day if I have Matic there in midfield. If I do have Fred and McTominay, yes, I do have a certain type of energy, but then my passing is more off than anything else. And like the game last night, we were just rushing everything. But so we need to add to the squad. We need to add to the squad.
Sure. Devin, tell me, here's a comment about Martin Odegaard, your new signing. What do you make of him?
No.
I have no issues with the player. I'll get on to the player now.
I'm laughing at the comment, and I'm just thinking he's running away from Kroos and Modric competition. So I don't know how he's gonna make a fool out of Paul and Bruno.
That's your opinion, but anyway. I have no issues with the player. The issues that I have with is the deal. You're signing a player for 4 months on loan with no obligation or option to buy. Look, I saw today Arteta came out and said we'll see what happens. They have a good relationship with Madrid, and we'll see. Maybe we can extend his stay with us. Like Cole said, I'm not a big fan. I called him a reject in the sense that he can't get into the squad. But again, you can't basically call him a reject. I think I was a bit reactionary in the sense because he's competing with Toni Kroos and Modric, even the age. Another issue that I will say is this youngster, he's got all the promise, but he's always on loan. He had loan spells at Vitesse Arnhem, he had loan spells at Sociedad, and then ended again. Now, tells me alone already that the fact that Madrid are giving him so many loan spells without obligation to buy means he's in their plans. Either way. Another thing is, why wasn't any other big clubs in for him as well? I heard today Tottenham was in for him. They're not a big club. They will never be a big club. They will never be bigger than Arsenal, not in the same league as us. So, look, I don't think it's going to hinder Smith Rowe's development. But the fact we can't rely on Smith Rowe until the end of the season as well. So it can be a good addition. For the end of the season, maybe it's a stopgap. If I'm sitting here before the beginning of next season, Odegaard gone and we sign Grealish, he's just a stopgap until the end of the season. Smith Rowe can maybe learn from him. Smith Rowe can rest, that type of thing. Then by all means, I'm happy with that. No problem. But again, like I said, it's up to him to prove me wrong. It's just still a bit underwhelming just because there was no obligation to buy or option to buy in that sense. But they said there's a gentleman's agreement between Madrid and Arsenal. So we'll see what happens. But again, it can't go in here. It's only positive. It can only get positive. My only other issue that I've got with him is he's played 300 minutes this season. So that's about 3 games in total minutes. So I heard yesterday Chris Wheatley came out and said that talks of him being injured is rubbish. So I'm hoping that is a fact. But from what I've seen on Madrid's actual page, Ramos is injured and he's been training with Ramos separately in the gym. So I know, you and I both know, if you're not training with the first team, then you must be injured. But again, I saw yesterday was training with our first team, but also Arsenal's flipping technical team and management and come to managing injuries is another story for another day. So yeah, look, it can only get positive, but hopefully it's going to be a good thing. It can't get any worse than Dennis Suarez. So yeah, bro.
Fabian, tell me, top 4 is still a target for you? Do you think you need to sign anyone to get you across the line, to get you across that line, or Or what do you think? You happy to go to push forward with the team that you have currently?
Look, we have to make do with what it is. We've
Yeah,
sorry,
like
Fabo.
yeah,
Sorry,
look, like
I will.
Davinno says, right?
Sorry,
No, go.
sorry,
You
Fabo.
can go ahead.
Let me go.
Uh,
Look,
uh,
we ate right now. But there's too much of an imbalance in the Premier League table right now. Everyone above us has too many games in hand above us, so I won't get to hasty about top four right now. But yeah, Fabo, continue. Sorry, my bad.
no,
Sure.
like Devin says, look, people saying that yeah, don't expect instant success. It's his first. He's now 18 months into the job and everything. Rome wasn't built in a day. Blah blah blah. Look, I'm not a small club. I'm not a training ground club where you can have experimental managers with my team. I've come very very far from that. I had so much options to buy coaches and we just decided no, we're gonna go a different direction. In terms of where we could finish, look, I don't think we're ready for Europe. We are very far from that. What's he's gonna come into top four if you're not obviously going to try to win it in Europe? And let's be honest, this team isn't ready for Europe. Not even
Fact,
Europa we're ready for.
facts,
So,
big fact.
Sure.
like Tristan always said, you're just like salt in a pot. You're just there to fill it up. It's yeah, what you there then for? In terms of
Like
signings,
United in
look
the
at the
Champions League.
Grealish. Now you can say, don't worry. Grealish, perfect player. But again, Villa's going to milk it. Now you're gonna try to get at least between 60 and 80 million for him. Um,
True.
again, at such a price tag, so much expectations. Look at Pogba, came with a massive price tag. Hasn't once really lived up to his price tag. Maybe one or two games per season. But other than that, has Pogba really lived up to his price tag? I mean, that's how I kind of feel with if we must sign Grealish at more than 60 or 70 million. People's going to expect instant success week in, week out. Yes, he can do it, but that media presence is just always going to be over him. One small mistake, they're going to slate him.
True. True. No, thanks guys for your thoughts. Thus far, I just want to say thanks to all the people that has comment, Graham, Ronald, Fabian. Thanks guys. Remember to give us a like and so on.
Smash the
It's
like
time now
button,
to get
Jim.
to the It's time to get now to the interesting part, to the big match preview for Saturday. Dale, I'm gonna give you the you can go first. Tell me what's your thoughts for Saturday. How do you think United is gonna set up?
I know that's I was prepared for this question, but it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. First of all, we've seen it over the past 4, 5 occasions. United versus Arsenal, 2 wins, 2 draws. Pardon me, 3 wins. For me, let me just say this: it's going to be a very big game. The banter aside, and what I'm going to like about this game is it's now to see if United, and the commentator said it perfectly last night, going down 1-0, equalizing, going down 2-1, these are the games that you need to win to become title contenders, and we lost that. For me, what's going to stand out on this weekend is how is United going to respond to that loss. You know what I'm saying? And I was always reminded, when it was Fergie's era, you lose a game, players come back the next game, they come back fired. You know what I'm saying? But this time around, I want to see how United's going to respond after that loss last night. So to set up the perfect starting lineup, which probably is not going to happen, and to set up the perfect starting lineup and the players is probably not going to perform the way I want them to perform, it's going to be based on who wants it most on the day. I don't think it's going to be a goal fest like we had with Liverpool, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the team who wants it most on the day. And I'm probably thinking it's going to be one that draws first blood is going to win that game. Whoever scores first in the win, it's going to be that type of game. It's going to be a 2008 away game against Arsenal. It was with Fab, Cristiano, all the Tevez, Rooney. What was the end result? 2-1. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a game like that. Who scores first is the team that's going to win. We're both
Okay.
sitting with crappy defense. So it's going to be who can break down the defense much better. I believe we're better in the midfield. But then again, if Obe comes back, like David said, we don't know what's happening in his camp. But yeah, this strike force compared, if we look at their 5 and 6 and our 5 and 6, of late their strike force is a bit better than ours. So it's gonna be an unequaled balanced game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's gonna be an
Tell me,
unequaled balanced game.
do you think he's going to set up again two defensive midfielders in front of that defense? And who's that two midfielders going to be?
That's the thing. That's the thing. How are we gonna set it up? I'm tired of seeing Pogba sitting there at the back. You know what I'm saying? Like unleash him, man. You know, unleash him. But I'm probably thinking we're gonna go. We can't put him on the bench. So I'd like to see Pogba and Fred. You know, Fred can break down tackles. I would like to see the two of them there. I'd like to see Shaw come back. I'm not too sure on his status. The guy, of course, in the polls. Bailey heard in the press conference that he has a bit of an injury, or he was rested. Lindelof had a back injury. So if Bailey can come back with Maguire's never going to sit bench for any game. And Wan-Bissaka. Then I'm going to go with Fred and Pogba. I'm going to go with, of course, Bruno in the middle. And my front three. You know, Greenwood. I hope he's coming back. I hope he's coming back to form. But I'd rather go with the Martial, Rashford, and Cavani up front. Al Matador.
Okay.
If I may ask you a question, Devin, sorry, Devin, sorry.
Yes, sir.
If I may, Dale, why wouldn't you go with the McFred pivot in midfield when they've brought you most of the success in your big games this season, like in Paris?
If I wouldn't go for what?
For the Fred and McTominay pivot in midfield.
You see, Fred and McTominay was because that was the success in Paris.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, sorry, what did you say?
I asked, why wouldn't you go for Fred and McTominay as the two holding in your midfield, as opposed to having Pogba sitting back when you just, was it you? I don't know if it's Cole that said free you, when you need to free Paul. Okay, Cole said it, yeah.
Both of them said it, yeah.
If we're going to play Fred and McTominay, where does that leave Pogba and Bruno?
It's a good problem to have. Figure
So
out. That's
for
why
me,
we
it's
get
like
paid the big bucks.
I want to see Pogba unleashed, but at the same time, it's going to sit with a dilemma on either of them has to play number 10. It's either Pogba or Bruno. And of late, I'd rather trust Bruno in the number 10 spot. But I would love to see Pogba there. But I would rather leave him there. His balls are amazing. He's going to play the long balls. And for me, it's a tricky one. The success he has in Paris with McTominay and Fred, that was because Pogba was injured. I don't know if you mentioned the Paris. I just heard Paris coming out there somewhere.
Yeah, I did.
But that was because So I'd rather go for. I'd like Pogba and McTominay also. But I mean, Fred also, you'll sharp. I'm pretty sure he'll show up from after getting bodied by Firmino, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll show up.
Sure.
One more. Just like Fabian said in the comments, Pogba has been playing on the left lately. Don't you think Pogba has been showing Bruno up recently? In games when needed most?
Yes. Was he showing Bruno up, if I'm understanding it, or was Bruno just in a dip of form? How do you see that? I see Bruno as in a dip of form, and that's allowing Pogba to say, yo, I'm still here. But I don't trust 3 weeks of performance compared to 26 games of Bruno. Show me this weekend what you're going to do, then I'll give Pogba the status that he needs. Because I don't post Pogba anymore. I don't post him anymore because it's hot and cold water. I recognize his last 3 weeks, yes. But that is also the dip in form, like we mentioned early in this chat, that Bruno's last 4 games, in the Prem especially, no assists, no goals. So it's like a seesaw. Pogba's up, Bruno's down. But I'd like to see them both there together.
Okay. Okay. David, I think the form goes out the window when it comes to Arsenal and Arsenal versus United in these derbies. What do you think? How's Arsenal going to set up for this game?
Look, one thing you hit the nail right on the head when you said form goes out the window. It's not a derby, but like you said, form definitely goes out the window. I think we need to set up the exact same way as we have. Kieran Tierney, if it has to come back in, that I will say. Gonna be without Oba. I'd actually keep Pepe on the left, as because for the first time I've seen Pepe actually play some decent football in a while. As critical as I am of Pepe, I've turned on him. I must be honest, I've turned on him because I expect more. But then again, I can't criticize somebody that hasn't even gotten a run of 5 proper games in the team. So how exactly? Do you know what I mean? So I'd keep the lineup exactly the same. Cedric on the right back, as opposed to Hector Bellerin. The less I have to say about Hector Bellerin, the better. I don't want to turn this into a Bellerin show because this could stretch even for further than an hour and 45 minutes. Centre back pairing, I'd keep it the same. I don't think Gabriel is quite ready against Southampton because that's probably game time and the COVID, of course. Middle of the park, Partey, Xhaka, Smith Rowe, Pepe, Saka, Laka. Keep it the same. Why fix was not broken?
Okay.
You know.
Okay. No, sure. Fabian, I assume you agree.
100% agree. The more Hector stays away from the squad, the better for us. I believe a lot of, I think, Ole's going to try to set it up, or in other words, Wan-Bissaka, I think probably going to come to a case, so they're going to tell him that the minute Saka gets the ball, just take the lighty out. He is a very important factor. Smith Rowe, like Devin said, he changed us. But again, it's been the play we've been lacking all season. We actually had a creative midfielder, and it showed what happened when we had a creative midfielder in the team. Exact same lineup like we played in the week, with the exception, obviously, of Hector Bellerin, and I'm pretty sure we can take it to United.
Okay. Dale, I see you on your own now. Your competitor left you.
I've been on my own.
Running
You're
scared.
running scared or what? What's happening?
I don't know what's happening
Tell
in
me.
that game.
Oh, sure, man. Okay, I want to do something. I want us to choose an Arsenal United 11, the current squad. If we can get 11, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do 2. With the current squad, who do you think if you could make up a team with Arsenal and United, and then I want with the Premier League.
All time.
But we first, all time. But then we first do
All
a
time.
current squad. After the current squad, who do you think would be your first choice keeper between the Gear and Leno?
Leno,
The guy-
all day.
Leno,
Guy for
let's
what?
be honest. Dale.
Karen,
You see
Karen,
the mistake.
Karen,
Yes,
Karen, are you talking in this season?
Karen.
The season.
Yes, I'm talking the season. Are you blessed?
This season.
How many clean sheets does the guy have? Tell me quickly.
How many
Yours
clean
are
sheets does
like
the guy
5.
have here?
In
You
all
know,
competitions in the Prem.
4, 5, 9, the past couple
Yes,
of games
no.
now.
That's current squads.
Okay,
We compete.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Right back Wan-Bissaka. I'll give you that
Yes.
one.
Saka.
Hands down.
Obvious.
I won't argue.
Okay. And then we have the 2 centre backs.
I'll put Baye in. I'll put Baye in.
That's about as far as it goes now.
Bamba club.
I'll send it
Yo,
back to the
probably not of reason, but Gabriel maybe. Gabriel and Baye. I'm not
I
gonna put
was
Maguire
going to
in.
go
I'm
for
not gonna
Gabriel
put
as well.
Lindelof. I'm not gonna.
So who are we going
I'll
with?
Yeah.
put the clown.
Left
David
back
Luiz
Kieran Tierney
Tierney in here.
next. I don't want to hear it.
Don't
So
you
we're
dare bring
gonna
up Shaw. Don't
Nah,
you
I'm not
gonna
gonna
go
put
with
left
Shaw.
back Kieran Tierney.
Sorry guys, but I didn't get that. That's the last centre back.
No,
We're gonna
now
go with
Lindelof. Gabriel.
Gabriel.
No, Gabriel.
No. Oh.
Gabriel.
Yes,
He won
Gabriel.
3
Bailey
Premier
and
League
Gabriel.
in the first 3 months.
Bailey and Gabriel.
Yes.
Okay.
Bailey and
And
Gabriel.
then
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
left back we're going Shaw.
No. No.
Kieran Tierney, the Scottish
Against
Braver.
Tierney. Dale. Against Nee, man.
Are you mad? You can come with
Bamba
Tails
Club.
against Kieran Tierney. You're not gonna win.
Bambakla.
Dale, are you in agreement with him or not?
He's
Guys,
outnumbered,
let's
so
look at
it's
the
Tierney.
stats.
He's outnumbered. It's not our fault. His bra left.
I'm a Bridget delayed here.
Oh, okay.
How many goals does Shaw have this season?
2.
Against who? He doesn't
Against
even
who,
know
Dale?
against who? Against who
He's
did Shaw
thinking.
score this season?
He's Googling
Because
it,
he's
you
talking
can
out of
see.
his neck. He's talking out of his neck. Shaw don't even have one goal this
2.
season. Against who?
Against who?
Mm-mm.
Not all time. Not all time. You're talking about now.
2.
Die man bly toe hy sê.
2 goals.
Now what is the Bridget delayed here?
You
Against
delayed here.
who?
Put in Tierney.
Dale against who?
We moved it.
Okay. I'll put both their names there just in case we can come back to that.
You
In the
shouldn't even
midfield, how are
put
we
him in
gonna?
there. You shouldn't even put Shaw
Two
and
in the
Kieran
Prem.
Tierney.
One of them must go straight to the bench then. We're gonna go with the 4-3-3.
Can you go to the bench?
Show on the bench.
Yes.
Yes. Over Tierney, are you
Yeah.
blessed?
Look here.
Nah,
Shaw
guys,
can
go
go to
away.
McDonald's
man. Go
alone.
away. Go
Shaw
away.
can go have himself a happy meal there on the bench. He can have another snack over there. Enjoy his food and everything while Kieran is doing the job.
Oh.
Let's
Oh
move
my
along.
word.
3 in
Oh
midfield.
my word.
Let's go with 3 in the
I don't have.
midfield.
I have nothing for
Partey.
you guys. You're young.
Partey, Bruno and Pogba for me.
Yes.
Okay.
I
What do you
agree
mean
with that.
4-3-3?
I don't know.
Are we going
Yes,
4-3-3?
Yeah,
4-3-3.
Partey, Bruno and Pogba for me in midfield.
You don't dare
Any
say
objection?
Fred. Don't say McTominay either.
If you're going to say Fred, I'm going to leave the stream.
I smaak to throw a Fred in there, bro. I do not. I really smaak to throw a Fred in now, but wait. All the man got bodied by Firmino. You can go sit bench.
But not the. But Bill, remember the last encounter with Arsenal and what's the name and United? They're
Yeah.
on Trafford. What did Partey
Nah.
do to Fred?
Nah, he was boss. He was boss. That's why I'm not gonna go up against that. I agree with that 3.
Okay. So can we move along? The front 3?
Front 3. Saka.
Saka.
Saka, Rashford.
And Cavani. Oh, but Cavani is there,
Oh,
but Laka
don't even mention the Oba there.
no. I was gonna say Laka.
Saka,
Laka has more
Rashford, and
goals than all of
Cavani.
the front 3. None of your strikers
season.
are having double figures for the year. None of your strikers are in double figures. Your midfielders and your top scorer. Voice with that.
The season. None
Yes,
of my
none
players
of
have
your
double
strikers
figures.
None of your players are in double figures on your strikers. Your midfielders are your top scorer.
Yeah, it's fine. We have a performing midfielder.
Not just that.
You're
How?
a
My
performing
striker's got 10
midfielder.
goals. My striker's got 10 goals. How is he not in the front 3?
Laka's
What's the
there.
striker's job?
We're talking about combine Rashford and Cavani's compared to your Saka, your front 3 and my front 3.
We're not talking about front 3. We're talking comparing players 1 for 1. That's a player by player lineup.
Combined
So
11 years.
so are you choosing Cavani over Oba in current form?
Oba,
We talk about
Oba,
current form going into Saturday's game.
For this season.
Oba,
We're not
Now we're talking
for
about
the
current
season.
form going into this weekend's game, my guys.
So how many goals did Cavani score and how many goals does Laka have?
We comparing
Yeah, man,
Lacazette.
man.
Leave Aubameyang. Aubameyang is
Laka's
out.
has 6 goals and 4 assists. That's 10 goal contributions in the last couple of games. What did Cavani do?
Okay.
Play with his hair.
So
There we go. Come,
So
I'm gonna get
Laka
the arrow.
has
man,
played
I'm
with
sick.
Saka.
Wait,
This man's
I'll
upset.
get the arrow for
I'm giving you
Cavani.
facts. I'm giving you numbers. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't. It's a fact.
Okay. So Dale,
Okay,
who's
we'll
your
give you
front
that.
three?
We'll give you that.
Dale, who's your front three?
Who's your front three? Good
I would
question.
go in current form. I would go for Saka, hands down. Rashford, hands down, and I'd go with Cavani. That's mine. That's mine.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And
And I'm
Devin,
pretty
who's
sure.
yours?
I'm pretty sure this weekend there's going to be a lot of mouths from the opposing team. That's going to be Valam Lomoako.
You'll see. Just answer your phone when the game is done, big man.
Devin, who do you partner up with Saka?
I go with Saka, Rashford, and Laka.
And Laka up front. Okay. Fabian, do you agree?
Same front three.
Okay.
Exact same
Okay.
front three.
That's looking good.
You
That's looking
can't-
good. I'll leave it.
You can't take luck out of that team. Unfortunately, you can't.
Okay. I will
He's
leave
got more
that up
goals
to the
than
comments.
United's entire front. He's got more goals than United's front three overall.
Mm.
Rashford isn't in double figure. Rashford isn't in double figures for the season. Neither is Marshall. Marshall, I don't know what Marshall is doing, but he's not playing football. He must go to the military. Greenwood, I don't blame him. Greenwood is playing in a cut
He
system
can
and
go
he's
as far as possible from Old Trafford.
Now, I know this
Right.
rivalry really ignited in the 90s and going up in the 2000s between Fergie and Orson. Tell me, I'm looking for the all-time 11 now between Arsenal and United. Who is your keeper? The first keeper that come to your mind? Who's
Schmeichel.
Michael?
Yeah, he's
I was
a
close
kick. I
to
met
saying
him.
Van der Sar also, but Schmeichel.
Nah, Peter, the Great Dane.
Yeah. Gotta go the Great
First,
Dane.
what formation are we going?
For
We're sticking to 4-3-3 or?
Let's go. Sing
Calling
we're
it 4-4-2.
talking about, 90s, 2000s. Let's go 4-4-2.
4-4-2, yeah. For finally we can
4-4-2.
agree on something. Kyle, yeah. Yes. Bro.
Tell
4-4-2.
me. So we have a keeper there. Who's your right back?
Gary Neville.
Gary Neville.
Nah,
Gotta go with Gary Neville. For
I'll go for Dennis.
who would you go?
Dennis.
Dennis.
Oh, Dennis Owen. Wasn't he a left back?
Nah, bro. Jonathan is going to play right back.
Okay. I go with Gary Neville.
Fabian?
Fataya.
they'll answer them thinking now. There's a lot of options running through my head now, man.
Okay. We can come back to your option, Fabian. Who's your centre back pairing? I think that's
Tony
going to be an
Adams.
interesting one. Tony.
And Vidic.
And
Tony
Vidic.
and Vidic.
Ferdinand.
Tony and Vidic.
I'm tempted to say
Bernie.
Jabstam actually. I'm tempted to say Jabstam. But I'm gonna go with Vidic.
Ferdinand. Come on, guys.
So you'll take
Yeah, I'm gonna
Ferdy over Vidic.
And the reason why I would go with
My center pairing has always been Vidic and Ferdinand. Vidic was a loose cannon. You understand? Ferdinand was the cleaning up. There was stay on your feet attitude, was classy defending, and also using his mindset, taking the ball from the back to the halfway line and still creating a few assists. So that's why I would choose Ferdinand over Vidic. Vidic is throw you to the jungle, eat, that never say die attitude. But we also want some class in there. You want to play with Tony Adams, you have class. You know?
I'm actually gonna agree with him. But
I also agree
like
with
you said, to those in the comments, I'm not scratching in my nut. I've got a pimple on my back, so don't think that I'm scratching in my ass. But I'm actually gonna agree with Dale simply
I'm
just
pretty
because
sure
you
you
don't
are.
give it.
So we're
I'm
gonna go
gonna
with
I'm gonna agree with Dale simply just because of for the consistency and the level of the period of time that Ferdinand and Vidic have done it for United and the things that they've won. I don't think there's a centre back pairing that can honestly boast as many titles, Champions League titles that they've won. I mean, United won the Premier League back to back, and they were central figures in that. The same with Van der Sar. So I'm gonna have to agree with Dale on that one.
Okay.
Fable?
The next one says the next one. Oh, Fabian, do you agree that Tony Adams and Ferdinand then centre back pairing?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I think the next one is going to be a bit interesting. Left back.
Ashley
Ashley
Cole
Cole.
all day, baby. Ashley Cole.
Yeah.
Ashley
Ashley
Cole.
Cole.
Ashley Cole.
You can't take that away from him.
Ashley Cole. For once we agree. Yes,
So-
we're
so
getting
no-
a nice sentiment.
No,
Yes.
Evra.
Nah,
Nope.
Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole.
Nope.
Not
Okay.
against Ashley Cole. I'm sorry.
And,
No
then,
way.
and you would always say Everett was a brilliant left back. But maybe if Ronnie faced the most difficult defender he's faced was Ashley Cole. Would am I to change that, to choose Everett over him?
Okay.
He's the king said that himself.
Okay. So the centre mid pairing, who are we going to go for?
Patrick Vieira,
Yeah, it's all a matter of who's gonna partner up with
Roy
Patrick.
Keane.
That's what it comes down
the
to.
bus stop at Highbury.
Vieira and
The
Cole
two
for
of them
me.
would rather fight each other than play on the same team.
But we have to put them on the same team.
We
It's
can't.
our dream team. It's our dream team.
I'm
So
going
we're
with
gonna
Vieira
dream
and
these things.
Scholes. I'm going with Vieira and Scholes.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Forget that.
That's
Leave
what-
Skulls out.
That one
That's a
is
tough
that
one.
one.
Want to play the passes.
That's a
Remember
tough one.
4-2,
Yeah.
4-4-2, nah? 4-4-2. You can't
I'm gonna
like you
give
said,
it even
Budic, like Keane, they're the dirty players. You throw them in the jungle. That's the Keane type of players. But like
The
you
reason
said,
why I would have the two of them, Patrick used to golf a lot. He used to golf a lot. You know, I would have someone that would be there. You know, that would hold up that midfield while Patrick is doing while he's doing his thing there. That's why I chose Keane over Skulls. But good one there, David. Good one. I like that choice.
I'm also with Davy on that one with Vieira and Skulls in the midfield.
hands
Skulls
down.
was just on another level. Yeah. I think the right mid speaks for himself. Can we start there, or are we gonna go straight to the left mid?
We can start there. Ronaldo
You
for
know
me.
it's Ron
Ronaldo.
Ron.
Ronaldo.
Okay. I think that's and left mid.
Perez.
Seven doesn't go without 11, my man.
Ooh,
Perez.
tough one.
Perez.
Tough
Ryan
one.
Giggs might have won more because he played in a team that he was surrounded in with quality players. He might have scored every season, but Perez trumps him for numbers.
I think with the all-time selection, we can agree to disagree. You know, it's your
Yeah,
favorite, it's my favorite.
I go
So-
Perez. I just love Bobby Perez. Slow, but you knew he was going to cut in everything. I go Bobby Perez. I go Bobby Perez. And Ryan Giggs slept with his brother's wife, and he beat his wife also. So fuck him. Get that in there.
Fabian, what do you think? You're gonna go with
Too many
Perez?
options. I can't even say yes to Perez. There's too many options. Hell, I'll even throw Sanchez in there as well. Sanchez in the Premier League, in the Emirates era, there's no one for that like Theo. Obviously, it went there when he went to United, but it's hard, man. Like, you can't take Sanchez, what he done for Arsenal when he came from Barca away. That spell that he had there was no one who could come close to him. Him and Hazard were toe-to-toe in the ring. But yeah, unfortunately, Hazard had a far better squad compared to Arsenal. Like Devon said, yeah, Perez, King, hands down. But if I had to be forced to it, I had to give to Bobby. Mr. Invincible.
Bobby. Okay. Dale, I'm gonna give you the first pick for the front two.
And I'm gonna say this again. It's mine. Don't judge me. I'll go with the king, the Frenchman, the number 14. Let's call the worldie against us. Thierry, Andre.
Hey. Don't disrespect my favorite player like that. And the other one?
Another one?
No, and
You
that's
know,
that one. I'm gonna go with it. But and I wish I could have another one there. But I'll give it to Dennis. I'll give it to Burkham. I'll give it
Wow,
to
we actually
Burkham.
agree on something. Wow.
I'll give it to Burkham. But what I'd love to see is because of the rivalry that the player had with his rival club, rude. But Dennis
Spot on.
over him.
I'm in the exact same boat, actually. I'm in the exact same boat.
Yeah, you feel me, Davy?
I feel you. I'm
went to
torn
Rude.
between the same decision as well. I would have also went with Rude, but just
Yeah,
Burkham.
rude. You can't Arsenal, Manchester United. You'll just think of rude and Arsenal. You know what I'm saying?
True. Devin, who would you go with? Is that your two as well? Burkham and Henry.
On Henry and Burkham, unfortunately, like I said again, I would have liked to put Rude in, but I think Burkham just gave so much to the Premier League. The goals that Burkham scored. Yeah. So I'm going with Burkham and Henry.
And you, Fabian?
I was torn there also because, like they also said, Rude. Yeah, that's the only guy where he'd be upset if Henry scored more than him. Man was determined week in and week out. Like the team can win. He can score two. The minute he's on the bus, his very first thought is, let me go see how much goals Henry scored. Henry scored a hat-trick. And man is upset the whole entire bus ride home. Man must throw his phone away. I don't want to be here anymore. But then again, to the likes of Dennis Iceman Burkham, Mr. Ice in my veins, Mr. Non-flying Dutchman. It's two very different players. So yeah, it's like the all-time 11s is one of those topics where you can name so many strikers. Like you spoke about Cole as well. Look at Cole also there for United. People's guess his place was slept on. We were quick to most of people didn't remember up until Ruud van Nistelrooy, but people don't remember.
We didn't even talk about
these
Rooney
guys.
yet. Even we didn't even bring Rooney into it.
You know why I wouldn't add Cole and Jorgner? That was just poachers. You know what I'm saying? They got the goals behind them. It was a good combination between the two. But if you want, and like I said, if you want class, if you that brilliant goal, I don't know what club was that? Was it against Newcastle or something? Over around his left leg, still had time, put it in the top bottom corner, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that we'll remember compared to the York and Coles, which was just like, it's your old fat boots that you're playing, cross the ball, headers, just one-on-one goals. That was a thing of York and Cole. But I mean, like, if I'm gonna compare that like to a Dennis Burkham and a Henry, you know what I'm saying? And also like the age that I am. Most of the time, I was watching Dennis Burkham and Henry. You know what I'm saying? Those are the memories that will share with me because 1989, 1999, that was towards the end of an era, But to get into the so-called modern era of football, let's also no disrespect to my front two of United, but my man, Henry, the ads, How was those Nike ads of Henry?
Yeah.
Sorry, coach. Joga Bonito. Ronaldinho had the best Joga Bonito, but then Henry comes here on the top, with his basic T90s. And it gives us play. Stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Even Eric Cantona.
Everybody that's viewing this, just Joga Bonito, Henry. Watch it tonight. My man, you're going to want to dance on the grass later.
Did you see the one in the house, man? In his house.
House, I enjoyed that one, yeah.
Yeah. Where he says, sorry, coach.
Yeah, you go. That one.
Away. There was a few United players in there as well, huh?
Yeah.
But yes,
United. Yeah.
Yes, what's the whole squad over there? Almost the whole squad. But to finish off my front two, worked on Regents, I have to give it to Wayne, unfortunately.
Oh,
Fair
okay.
enough.
That's gonna be your pick.
So
Okay.
against the
Fair enough.
Bergkamp, against the Rude, I have to put Rooney in there, unfortunately.
Mm,
Rooney missed
very
the
thick.
United also there.
Mm, mm, true. True. So, guys, that brings me to the last topic. Predictions. Talk to me. I think, Devin, we start off with you. What do you think?
Um, Heart says 2-0 Arsenal. Head says 1-1 draw.
Okay.
I expect a backlash from United 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Okay.
And that's not me sitting on the fence.
Sure. Fabian?
I go with a 2-1. I expect United to score against us, but we will be the better team.
2-1. Okay. Okay. Dale, what are your thoughts?
Let's say form goes out the window on the day.
Yep.
I'm not going to forget about our form. Goals will be scored, but I'm gonna definitely go, and I'm gonna go to a 3-1 to United.
3-1
A
to
3-1
United.
to United. Yeah. And I'm glad Faber
Fair
said
enough.
he put Wayne Rooney in his combined 11, because don't forget that Sunday in Bishop Blavis, that counter attack where Wayne Rooney ended Arsenal. AIG, black and blue. That's what we're going to do to you guys again this weekend. 3-1. Don't forget it.
You
Record this.
put on
Send
reading
me
your
this
team. If I'm
so I
telling
can
what I'm
make it my
reading to
post.
you, you'll sit here all night.
True
Don't
story.
forget it,
True
David. Capture this moment. I want to make it my post, my status.
story. Any final thoughts? Any
You're
final
getting
thoughts?
pammed. You're getting pammed and you're gonna eat humble pie. We're gonna whoop your ass like we whooped you always at the Emirates. You're getting pammed.
Final
Pammed.
thoughts.
United don't go
Final
on.
thoughts.
United don't bounce back. United go on runs. They either go on a bad run or a good run. You don't bounce back. You're not Manchester City. Leave that for your noisy neighbors. You're going on a bad run now. You lost in the week and it's gonna continue.
Sure.
Sorry, man. You're
Then
so far
City
down the
win.
log. I couldn't hear that.
Then
You're so far down the
don't
log.
worry
I
about
couldn't
four
hear that.
down.
Please
What if
repeat
I
that.
don't want to hear that? You'll be 7 points behind, and then all the shit then comes to an end, and I don't have to listen from you again for the end of the season again or whatever. You're done. You're done on Saturday. All the title contention talk is done. Then it's over. I want to hear next week again, Monday, when we do Tuesday, when we do our reviews. We never said we were going to win the league. We never thought we were going to win the league. That's the energy I want. Devin out.
The nice part and the final thoughts about this is they say that Bruno doesn't perform against the top six. I'm so happy that that doesn't need to be proven because we'll be playing against a team that's 8 in the log. So we're definitely going to see a lot from him. But at the end of the day, gents, it was beautiful as always. I enjoyed tonight. We went overboard, but it's going to be lacquer. It's going to be lacquer. I'm really hoping that, Devi, unfortunately, your status, we won't be able to watch the game together, but we'll be there in spirit. But
Yeah.
there's, the evenings, we have our phones, we have social media. You'll definitely be hearing from me. You'll definitely be seeing my statuses, and I'll be the happy one at the end of the day.
Let's see.
Nice.
Let's see.
Fabian, your final thoughts?
Faba, he posted a screenshot of himself there.
Oh, it's the
Faba's
screenshot.
still there.
Is Faba still there?
Faba's smart, man. He
Faba
went to go
there.
eat now. He posted a screenshot to make like we think he's there.
But look, let me in. I don't know. We wait till Faba, but Devo, I want to say you did an awesome job. You did an awesome job hosting this pod. It's not easy for somebody to come on, but you did a great job. You managed the comments, the topics, everything. You did it brilliantly. I'll actually ask you again if I have any big games coming up. Yeah, I'll definitely ask you to do it again. Over to Fabo. Fabo's back.
Fab, are you back?
Fabo's on mute.
Your
Oh, you're on
microphone.
Can you hear me now?
There we go. Yes.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Sorry, boys. Just repeat the last question. I lost connectivity over there at the end now.
We just wanted your final thoughts for the game on Saturday.
Another easy win for Arsenal, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now then, from my side, Devin, thanks for the opportunity, man, guys. Thanks, Dale. Thanks, Fabian. Thanks, Devin, for coming on. Thanks for the opportunity that I could host tonight. From my side, I hope,
Sure, boys.
I can't speak for the time. Liverpool still has to play a big game tonight, but if we win tonight and Arsenal do us a favor on Saturday, then we'll be above United again, hopefully.
That's what I
Fingers
like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. If other teams can do
Easy
you a
work,
favor to
David.
be on
Don't
top
worry.
of
Easy
United,
work,
man.
David.
Come on, gents. Come on, gents. I like
But it
hearing
was
that.
good. Sure, man. Sure. No, but it's good. It's
Danny
good having
boy,
this rivalry.
Danny boy,
Yeah.
2 thumbs
Yes.
for you, my man. You done a good job.
Shot, guys, man. Shot. Much love and respect to you
Thanks,
guys,
David.
man.
Same.
I'll see you guys, everyone. Those that's watching, please don't forget, smack that like, share it if you want it, and don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys. Good night.
Love and peace.